So the Ottawa Senators, could they pick Marco Rossi at number 3 in this year's NHL draft? We'll be taking a look at that in this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL and more videos like this, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. Let's take a look at if the Ottawa Senators could pick Marco Rossi 3rd overall. This year's NHL draft is pretty interesting, as I think most people outside of number 1, from number 2 to number 4, even number 5, you could make an argument for any of those players. Pretty much you've got Quinton Byfield and Tim Stützle as that second tier behind Alexis Lafreniere. But do the Ottawa Senators maybe go off the board with a player that's just got some real raw skill, probably the best player in the OHL last season on the best team in the OHL with the Ottawa 67s? Do the Ottawa Senators maybe pick up Marco Rossi? So we'll be taking a look at Marco Rossi here in this video. So Marco Rossi, he's 18 years old. He's on the shorter side, which is a downfall for him going into the draft. But from what we've heard in the scouting reports, size doesn't really matter. He's 5'9", 179 pounds, and he is going to take a little bit longer to develop than I think some of these other guys. Kind of seems like a Jack Hughes. So Marco Rossi, he is one of the best players on his team with the Ottawa 67s last season. And like I mentioned, they were one of the best teams in the OHL. Now, the Hockey News actually came out and had a little bit of a report on Marco Rossi. And they said Marco Rossi can pile up points while maintaining a responsible side. He plays the right way, and if teams pass on him because of his height, they will regret it for his entire NHL career. Now, what does that sound like? That almost sounds like Cole Caulfield last season. Now, Cole Caulfield's taking a little bit longer to get into the NHL. It seems like he will be going to the Wisconsin Badgers once again for his sophomore season this year. Played his freshman season with the team last year. Things didn't go so well for him and the Badgers last year. I think he wants to go back and try and kind of, rewrite the story of his time in Wisconsin this year. But speaking of Marco Rossi, based off of that, teams may regret not picking him up because of his size. We know that teams do this. And we're even looking at Quinton Byfield, I think, a little bit higher up in this draft based off of his size. Now, he has a lot of raw talent and skill, and I think teams are pretty confident based off of that, but his size is a big factor because he's already over 200 pounds, 6'4". At 17 years old, he is still probably going to grow a little bit even. So, the argument over a guy like him or Marco Rossi is just a huge change in pace in terms of what they could provide right out of the gate. But long term, it may be the better option for a team like the Ottawa Senators. So, like I said, there's no question this guy has some unbelievable talent in his arsenal. And he's a player that, like I said, last season with the Ottawa 67s, he put up some really solid numbers. And like I said, they were one of the better teams. So you can make an argument, maybe he's better because of the team he was on last season. And I'm going to disagree with that. I really think what he has in potential just really outweighs that. I mean, looking what he's done in his first season with the Ottawa 67s, in 53 games, he put up 65 points in his first season. Now, this is the even crazier thing. So we talked about Quinton Byfield, how he tore up the OHL this season with 84 points. Well, right up the road in Ottawa, in 56 games this season, Marco Rossi put up 39 goals, 81 assists, 120 points with the Ottawa 67s. Now, like I mentioned, he is playing on a better team with the Ottawa 67s, but the numbers don't lie. He had 40 more points than Quinton Byfield. Now, also remember this too. Quinton Byfield isn't playing on as solid of a team as Marco Rossi, like I've been talking about. And Quinton Byfield is also 17 years old. Marco Rossi is 18. So there is an age gap there. Not terribly large, but it's still a thing. So Marco Rossi still, despite that, he has put up some unbelievable numbers in the OHL. And I think the thought that he could go 3rd overall, the Ottawa Senators, you have to think Pierre Dorion and his scouting staff, he's been playing right down the road. I'm sure that Pierre Dorion at least saw him once or twice at some point because of how close he plays there in Ottawa, and not to mention the absurd number of points he put up this season. I think it's going to be interesting. I would not be shocked if the Ottawa Senators pick Marco Rossi at number 3. And remember, they also have the 5th overall pick where they could pick up a Jamie Drysdale, Lucas Raymond, or Alex Holtz, or even another center at that position as well. So, it's going to be interesting to see what the Ottawa Senators do with that 3rd overall pick. But Marco Rossi being that 3rd overall pick isn't completely out of the question. So let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think the Ottawa Senators are going to do with that 3rd overall pick? They didn't win the draft lottery, but 120 points in the OHL last season, that may be too much for Pierre Dorion to not pass up. Leave in the comment section down below, what do you think of that? And if you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL and more videos like this one, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.